Could you please explain more about that moment of right understanding? It's about the brave.
Understanding grows very, very slowly. So very slowly, comparing to the accumulation of ignorance and attachment of whatever is there. So even just a question, what is that? To be answered because of thinking over it, of the truth. It's so true this moment. So what is there now? No one thought about ignorance. See, all the time after seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting in life, but we talk about it just it's so very little, but in truth, enormously accumulated years and years ago. So it's so common for everyone to have such reality, no understanding. It cannot understand the truth of what is there. Right, when the question is, what is there? No understanding of what is there enough. See? And when we think about ignorance, so true. And attachment, it's also true. For example, when there's no understanding of the truth of that which appears, there is desire or attachment there, clinging to it by different manners, different aspects, just wanting to know the answer or just what is there. Even what is there indicates attachment to that object unknowingly. See, very, very slight, very weak. That's why there are different degrees of reality. It can be very weak or very strong, no matter its attachment or aversion or whatever, stage by stage. So now, understanding that in life lots of ignorance. See, this is right understanding of the truth. How can it be eradicated so soon? Impossible, because it's there all the time. What is seeing? See, ignorance cannot say anything about it, cannot understand it. But learning from the teaching, there is a reality which cannot understand the truth of what is there, even it's there appearing. That reality cannot understand it at all, no matter how many days, many weeks, many months, until there can be a moment of hearing about the truth of it. It's a reality, like other reality, which arises and experiences the object in different manners, different characteristics. The one arises to be attached instantly to that of which is not known the truth. What is it? It's already attached to that which appears, usually attached to whatever appears, right? Because of ignorance. That's why learn to understand how much ignorance has been accumulated time to time, moment to moment, years and years. It can be joy to know the truth. The truth is so true that it can be known, even not now. But when the understanding develops on and on, the developing of understanding itself, letting go, ignorance and attachment, not in word. We don't have to compare how much, because it's so enormous and just some moment of it. Can we say anything? How much understanding, letting go, ignorance and attachment. But it's so very, very tricky, attachment, in the day, different manners, until right understanding is so keen enough to understanding it. Why do we listen to breath? Just breath, think about breath, talking about breath. Is that not because of attachment and ignorance? See, unknowingly all the time. That's why it arises by different conditions to be such and such in a day. After whatever appears is there. No understanding of the truth. That's why we learn to understand the subtlety. Very deep truth is there. It needs more careful and more right understanding, little by little, to understand the truth little by little. At that moment of understanding, it let go by itself at moment of understanding. No need to do anything. When there's understanding, there cannot be ignorance and attachment as before at that very moment. And this is the only way. Ignorance and attachment is letting go, wearing away. So very little, like beginning to know where it is and beginning to touch, just touch. Not wash it away yet. The understanding is not strong enough. It has to develop to the degree that it can understand more. At moment of understanding, there's no doubt and there's no ignorance and attachment to that object. No need to do anything because it's the function of right understanding itself. So now, a little more understanding than a moment ago, when we don't talk about it, see. Nothing to be done because what is there is conditioned. And the characteristic is there as by conditions. Any moment, no need to change because it's all gone. No idea to understand this, breath and so on, because what is there now has arisen to be known. Whatever hasn't arisen yet cannot be known. So what about breath? What about seeing right now? See, no selection, all by condition, accumulated. Later on, when right understanding develops, the understanding of no one can do anything, can condition, moment of understanding, why sati and panya just experience such object, unknown before, that it will be the object of understanding of that degree, see, by conditions. No need to try to understand breath, particularly. What for? What about now? Not breath. Is there any understanding of that yet? See, and this is a subtle way to let go the idea of self. Understanding nothing can be done because whatever arises is by its proper conditions. So what can be known? It's not that which hasn't arisen yet. Don't try to have breath as object or this or that as object, because what is there now? If it's not known, ignorance is there, attachment is there, pile up each moment. And this is the only way to let go. Attachment, because understanding is there. It cannot condition attachment to the object which is known as it just in a moment and then gone, never to arise again. And what can be known is only that which now appears, because it's there already to be known. It's conditioned already to be now appearing. And when there's no understanding, ignorance and attachment keeps on arising and falling away. More and more and more and more and more. And attachment, wishing to understand it, adding more strong attachment. It's so natural because the ignorance and attachment has been accumulated quite a long, long time ago. So how can we wish not to have it anymore? But to be understanding, or understand what is there, little by little. That which is there now, see, even is gone. No need to say whether it's the past one or the present one and the future has come to be the present moment now. No need at all. Because it's there, not to think about how come, how long it's there and so on, but it's there just to be understood, because it's still there. And we learned from the very beginning, whatever arises falls away instantly. So it doesn't matter what moment it's there, but it's there to be known, and it can be known because it's still there as it is. So what is there? See, what is seen, people and things, beginning to understand the truth. That is attachment with ignorance, not understanding it, that in truth, reality does not belong to anyone at all. It's there by conditions, so very shortly, in split seconds, and then gone. But when there's ignorance, it is attached to that as it's still there, as something, because the dots of what is seen condition the moment of thinking about the shape, the line, curve, or thread, and on, as something with different color. See, ignorance all the time, when there's no understanding of the truth, that it's there, in truth, different colors. So ignorance and attachment play their parts at any time, not understanding the truth, attached to that which appears with shape and form as something. And me, see, in truth we just keep on saying, no one, no one, no one, not me. But it's there when it does not appear as it is. And when we use the word appear as it is, it has to be right understanding only that that object appears as it is. So right understanding develops gradually to know what is there as that which experiences. Without it, there is no world, nothing appear at all. But there is a reality which is conditioned to arise to experience the object. See, right now, it sees. No one can make it arise because it has a reason already by conditions. See, and it performs its function seeing. So, nothing can see except that which is a reality which arises to experience an object. And when it's seeing, it cannot hear, it cannot think. Learn to understand realities as they are in order to let go ignorance, depending on condition how much in life for it to develop right understanding and less clinging and attachment and ignorance. And right understanding understands clearly. It's so true. It is so truthful to the truth. How much understanding of that which is from morning up to now, from yesterday to today, and go on tomorrow. How much understanding of that which is. It's not clear, right? It's only understanding the meaning. But the truth, the nature of that, which has no shape and form at all, just arise to see. See, if you don't use experiencing the visible object, it arises to see by conditions. So what are there in the world? 6 doorways only, while there are other realities too, but it does not appear to be known. We can talk about the moment before seeing and moment after seeing, what are there each moment, but it does not appear at all. What appears in life is seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and mind. And what are there? Memory is there, marks and remembers what is there now. It performs its function. No other reality can perform such function. Each reality has its own characteristic and its own function right now to be known little by little. Otherwise, nothing can let go the idea of self or wrong understanding. If we try to go somewhere, try to do something, concentrate on this and that, no understanding at all. Never understand who's the Buddha, the enlightened one, and what did he say? about now. So life goes on naturally, as it is, by conditions, so that there can be moment of beginning to understand that which is there appearing, not try to have something appear to be known. A little firmer confidence of the truth. That's why the parami is so very important, because at moment of kusala, akusala cannot arise. Less and less moment for akusala to arise, and a little more of understanding developing at moment when it's there, little by little.